himself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Entering play call screen.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Entering play
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Pittsburgh's offense will have the ball first. The give is to Smith. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
After ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Right on the money. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Entering play call.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10
Entering
offense.
play call.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's White. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Maddox. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Jumped on top of the pile.
Entering play call.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart.
Nowhere to go with at the
Entering
39.
play call. Coach
The Yellow
suggestions.
Jackets
There
will
are 6
call on their punt
categories.
team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback.
Categories. You have
The
18
Pitt offense
options.
back on the field and
Isolate
ready to
selected.
roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Got to be smart, patient,
Entering play
quick
call.
vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Tether.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he left the
Entering
first
play call.
defender
Slot.
grabbing
There are
at
3
air
categories.
before he
You
was
have 9
finally
options.
tackled.
HD Davis.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Empty. WR option.
Line gets set, first down.
Zid.
Quarterback making checks.
Goes.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
There are 10 categories.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
Zid. Goes.
To the air on second down. Working that left side now. Spins away from one. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds
Entering
with a
play call.
first down.
Empty trio. There are 10
Pittsburgh now has
categories.
it in the
You
red
have
zone.
15 options. Strong flood is selected. Zid.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
It's hard for a
There are
defense
8
to have to cover
categories.
so
You
much
have
space. When
15
the offense
options.
goes empty,
Advantage
you get
selected.
receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out
Entering
wide.
play
You've
call.
got to
You have 5
expand,
options.
and it's
If
harder to
off left
cover
is
on the back
selected.
end.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he
Entering
goes
play
at the
call
9.
over. There are 5
Kid, how about this
categories.
defense,
You
man?
have
That's the
36
third sack of the day. They've been
options.
putting
Overstorm
pressure,
rate.
getting them on the
Efficient.
ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Fights off the defender. And he was just
Entering
showing
play
off all of the
call.
slick moves before the defense finally got him on the
Efficient.
ground. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. He's going
Entering
to come
play
up a
call.
couple of
Coach
yards short of the
suggestions.
first
There
down.
are 6 categories.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35.
Tied up punch.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Smith.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready. ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And an empty backfield here on second and short. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panther. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Slug go.
Wants to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time they'll go to the running game. Turning it on. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's first and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Soto. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knocked him down at the 3.
You have 15
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before they will score. Touchdown,
Entering
Pittsburgh.
play call, coach suggestions.
Really nice
There
job
are 8
working the route,
categories. You
getting
have
himself
15
open. He was
options
able to
that
locate
empty
the football,
selected.
snag it out of the air, and this
Entering
guy
play
now has
call,
5
you have 5
receiving
options.
touchdowns
Kickoff
on the year.
left is selected.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Double wrecking.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Soto. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going.
Short cross.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You have 15 options.
Here comes the
Strong
offense
flood
on first
selected.
down. That's caught. It's Smith.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Post. Post.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college.
He is brought down and
Entering play
sacked.
call
That is
over.
not the
There are
offense's
5 categories.
ideal way to finish
Position.
up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Entering base model screen, you have
Pitt
5
will try to
options.
boot this thing deep to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not
Entering
much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
There are 5 categories. You
The
have
Georgia
36
Tech
options.
offense rolls
Cover
back
3
onto the
options
field.
selected.
They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard
Entering
line.
base model screen, you have
And it's
5
been a
options.
long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback,
Give cushion.
it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at
Entering
the 37. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds
Entering play
firm.
call
No
over.
pickup
There
at
are 5
all on that
categories.
play.
Give cushion.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson to pass. Makes the catch. It's Maddox.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Snap from the gun on third down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Coach suggestions.
And the Yellow
There are 6
Jackets send out the punt
categories.
unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Entering play call. Coach AHP dive.
The
Play
Pitt offense
formation.
back on the
Error.
field and ready to
Gun.
roll.
Wings. M. Y off. RPO. Arc. Plug. Y. Reverse pass. AHP angle.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. With the catch, it's Smith.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The offense changing the play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Short cross, post, corner.
Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Audible.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Smith takes the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, running back gets the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively.
Touchdown, Panthers. And the route
Entering
is
play
on.
call, coach suggestions,
Timing and better
categories,
execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wilson will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this
play
one.
call and over solid formation. Over solid. There are two categories.
After swapping
you have
into
9.
the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Creates a little space. There he goes. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Found a little bit of room down BearrR, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. Across the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wilson to pass. Fires to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
We've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Offense in an empty set. He wants to change this route. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Makes a grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
15 options.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
Short cross. Audible.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
The
Panthers want to move quickly.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Strong flood is selected. SilK.
They just keep firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long.
Short cross.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Short cross.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Quarterback may change this route.
Audible.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
Play call,
Eighth play of the drive coming up.
We have 15 options. SilK. Audible.
Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
There are 10
Pittsburgh
categories.
going to
You
work
have
with a
15
fresh set of downs.
Strong flood. SilK. SilK. Audible.
Now from inside the red zone. It's on target and complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Categories. You have 15
And the Panthers
options.
had tough
Strong
field position to start
cross.
this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second and goal coming up.
Short cross. Audible. SilK.
Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming.
Audible.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Looking to throw.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper, this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Audible.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Entering play call.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. He might want another play.
Short cross.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
There are 3 categories.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm